Hello and welcome to another beer with Wraggy. So today I wanted to do something different, to be honest, and I always want to poke the fires. You know, someone's got to do it, haven't they? Eh? When I look around the country at other beer reviewers and where they live, I'm actually lucky that I live where I live, because without a shadow of a doubt, personally, and there's going to be some disagreements with this, of course, I think that where I live locally, Nottingham, and Derby as well, to be fair, although Derby in the sense of the breweries, not the actual beer drinking places, but the local breweries in and around Nottinghamshire is one of the best places in the UK for beer and breweries. I mean, wow. We some absolutely top class breweries. Sadly, we lost Totally Brewed literally a month ago now. It was sad, although if I'm being honest, it did feel like the owner took his head off the business anyway. It didn't seem, in the last year, it didn't seem the business it was in previous years. A little bit too much DIY with things, but I hope, you know, it is what it is. But aside from Totally Brewed, we've got Liquid Light, absolutely amazing. Used to Cuckoo Brew. Actually, Tom, I found out, was a brewer at Totally Brewed, and then he did Liquid. He opened up Liquid Light, Cuckoo Brewing at Magpie Brewery, and since then has opened up Liquid Light through crowdfunding. And Liquid Light got an amazing tap room in the middle of Nottingham, in the Sneinton area. Doing some top class craft beers. And then we move on to Castle Rock Brewery. More known for the trad beers than craft. They did do some craft at one stage, but that seems to have died a death again. They are doing beers on the pilot project, although again that seems to have gone quiet just recently, unless it's bloody Facebook and being crap with actually getting the news to you. But yeah, I mean, Castle Rock Brewery, still the biggest brewery in the region around us. Well, the biggest brewery in Nottinghamshire. I wouldn't say the biggest brewery in the region nowadays. Not with the likes of Thornbridge in the Derbyshire area. But yeah, I mean, Castle Rock Brewery with the Harvest Pale, the champion beer of Nottingham 2010. Would like to see them maybe bringing out a new beer to challenge that, you know, and to maybe push themselves further in that respect. I've drank cask beers recently, and again, some good cask beers, to be fair. Recent collabs with Atom beers, that one's out now. A lager with Freedom Brewery. Collab with Neon Raptor, and even today a collab with Black Iris Brewery, which brings me on, funnily enough, to Black Iris Brewery. Heavy metal themed brewery in the, you know, in the iconic bloody Shipstons area of Nottingham. Fantastic brewery. They do an amazing range of all sorts of beers, from bloody imperial stouts down to table beers. I'm not really a table beer fan myself per se, but yeah, some amazing beers nonetheless, and a cracking tap room to boot. From then on to Neon Raptor. Neon Raptor, one of the top craft beer breweries in the UK at the moment. Make no bones about it. They're in the Sneinton market. I hope they never leave the Sneinton market. I know they're big on looking after, they're big on protecting that area, and I hope they stay there, at least the tap room, because it's iconic where it is. Although if you've read the newspapers and that, they're all saying that area's closing down. Crap bloody newspaper articles and crap media. But yeah, again, their collabs, their work, they are doing stuff, tap takeovers, collabs around the planet, and that is absolutely amazing. God knows who pays their bills, but yeah, amazing nonetheless. Bringing out literally 3 new beers a week. How the hell? And they're all in, most of them in cans as well. They are doing cask. There is cask about. I would have thought they'd need a separate premises with a bigger tank for cask, personally. But what they do in that little brewery is outstanding. Yeah, I mean, they're doing, can't throw a fucking fart in there without hitting somebody. But yeah, it is an amazing brewery. Although they've got an office at Colic, as far as I remember. So yeah, Neon Raptor. Then we look at Magpie Brewery, and they were brought into by the lads who won the Hop Idol competition, Craig and James. Well, Craig won it, but for his Sarky Twit beer, which is hilarious, still makes me laugh. And they've recently won Nottinghamshire's champion beer. And at present, until he leaves, they've got Red Dog Ales with them. He's going to be opening his own brewery soon. So again, Nottingham's, you know, craft beer, Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire, our craft beer status is amazing. Oh, it's pissing down. Mardy Bum Brewing Co. They haven't done a lot, really, to be fair, since they've been at Magpie. Hopefully, with them being at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, they'll pull the finger out and get some beers out. Hey, some collabs. Although the Totally Bummed collab will never happen, which is sad. Sad, unless they do it with Totally Tapped. And yeah. And then moving on, obviously, there's Navigation Brewery. You know, another top class craft beer brewery that don't get the plaudits they deserve. Do some amazing beers. The second best cask in the UK last year. So that just shows you, for American, it just shows you what they're producing. And again, they've been quiet recently, actually. So it'd be interesting. And I haven't seen their beers, whether it's just the fact that the pubs I'm going in haven't had their beers in stock, or I've just been at the wrong time of day to go. Just sometimes that it is what it is on that. And you know, around the rest of Nottingham, we've got Blue Monkey Brewery. They obviously a trad beer brewery. They've gone into craft. It's been a bit quiet. I mean, they have brought out some new beers recently, but it has been quiet. I've not heard the fanfare to go with the beers. I myself have been a bit quiet on the local beer front, literally because the pennies haven't been there. Although I have been going to the pubs, you know. So if the beers are at the pubs, I'll do a 1 minute review. If they're not, can't review what's not there. Then from Blue Monkey to Lincoln Green, and again Lincoln Green. Wow. So like, they've similar path to Blue Monkey. They've gone into craft beers, although they have been doing the craft beer stuff for a lot longer than what you realise, because Black Shale is their craft beer range, and that has been around for donkey's years. Craft beer, experimental, yeah, and it's been around for donkey's years. So, and they've just opened 2 new pubs as well. Well, they've opened 1 new pub, and they've got another 2 pubs on the way. That'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the White Lion. But yeah, and then moving on from there, I hope I don't miss any bloody breweries out, because I'll get my arse kicked if I miss breweries out. But moving slightly further out, you've got Beer Mats Brewing Company over in Newark, and then you've also got Project Coasters, their craft beer brand, another cracking brewery, delivering some great beers, some great cask beers. Never been over to their tap room, but I need to get my arse over. Milestone Brewery, another more trad beer brewery than anything else, but yeah, another one in the Newark area. And then I look around and I think about Urban Chicken, you know, based in Ilkeston. Our man Darren bringing out some amazing beers, and his craft beers are some of the best in the country, and he's doing an amazing job as well. Some absolute barnstormers. I wish more would make it into cans and the like, but you know, as long as he's making his money and keeping alive, that's the main thing. And then you've also got obviously Alter Ego from that neck of the word, Alter Ego Brewing, and again, another super bloody craft beer brewery, with the micro pub, you know, and again another award-winning brewery, delivering some beers across the range of styles. And then we look further out, we go over to Thornbridge, Jesus Christ, this is a brewery that's massive now, and their amount of beers they're bringing out is absolutely gobsmacking. They are well and truly a national brewery. You don't class them as local, you class them as national. Collaborations across the country and beyond, doing some amazing beers in supermarkets, similar to like the likes of Castle Rock, I suppose, and Buxton in that. And then you've also got Buxton Brewery as well, Derbyshire based brewery. Again, lots of decent craft beers coming from them, an amazing tap room. Ashover Brewery, which is in, you know, Chesterfield, not far away from them too. Got Brewster's Brewery, a little bit closer back this way, Grasshopper Brewery, who recently reopened after, you know, that sad thing that happened with the brewer. Their beers come into the mention. We've got RDM Brewing in Ilkeston, more trad than anything. And you just look around, there's many more breweries, obviously, and there's bound to be somebody who I forgot, and it will say to me, what about my bloody brewery, you twat? These things happen, don't they? You know, can't forgive them anymore, can you? And then we've got, literally on our doorstep, we've got one of the kings of the Imperial Stouts, collabs all over the planet. We're talking Mr. Emperor's Brewery, our man Damon. And then his buddies and the great lads at Bang the Elephant again, doing some amazing beers, and a couple of decent lads, and not much younger than me, to be fair, but yeah, a couple of decent lads who are really, I think now I'm not sure if they're both working full time now on the brewery, but they're really pushing those boundaries with their beer, but also doing the more traditional stuff as well as the boundary pushing stuff, barrel aging and that. God knows where they get store all them bloody barrels, but yeah. And you know, I look round, and that's just the breweries, and then we talk about the pubs. Oh, I forgot Fire Rock Brewing in Sutton Ashfield as well, and Welbeck Abbey Brewery. So, you know, you could just go on and on. There are some absolutely amazing breweries. And then we've got the pub scene around Nottingham, and tap rooms, you know, Neon Raptor, Black Iris, Liquid Light. Just in, you know, you've got the tap bar, the Vat and Fiddle for the Castle Rock Brewery. You've got the Magpie Brewery tap room. You've got Trent Nav, which is basically Navigation Brewery's tap. Fire Rock Brewing, their tap is obviously Fire Rock Brewing. But, you know, and I'm damn sure there may well be the odd extra tap room coming at some stage, or craft beer bar coming, if rumours are true. Well, they are, supposedly, but we'll see how it goes. Rumours. But yeah, and then we look at the pubs around Nottingham. Junkyard, Kilpin, the Jam Calf, all the Castle Rocks, Lincoln Green pubs, Blue Monkey pubs, and micro pubs, Burnt Pig, Totally Tapped, and the Star Inn at Beeston, Crown Inn at Beeston, Pottle, and the list is absolutely endless. Nottingham is, and Nottingham and Derbyshire, not so much the pubs in Derbyshire, but certainly the breweries. And then you've got the outer reaches of like in the countryside, where some amazing Talbot Tap House, doing some amazing bloody amount of beers. The Holly Bush and the Smithfield, there's the pubs that are in and around doing great cask craft beers, and I absolutely think this is the epicentre. Other people may say, nah, it's Leeds, nah, it's Manchester, York, Bristol, London. No. I think we've got, for the area we are, bringing in them countryside pubs, this area of Nottingham, and the Derbyshire breweries as well. And then you've got the Craft Beer Festival, Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival. Amazing. For a little venue, I never understand why they don't make it bigger, but obviously I'm not part of that process. In fact, I'm not part of any processes when it comes to local stuff. No. Yeah, I just review beer and talk about stuff. But yeah, although I did get invited to Hucknall Beer Festival this year, so at least somebody locally takes notice of Wraggy. Yeah, there's a bone of contention there, but I won't go any further. But anyway, yeah, Robin Hood Beer Festival, obviously one of the best, for camera events. Not that I'm a camera member, and I'm not paying out to be a member of anything, a couple of quid a month, a couple of quids a bottle of beer, than to be part of something that I'd rather pay my way when it comes to the bar, not go in pubs and, I get 50p off because I'm a camera member. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'd rather pay full price. But, yeah. But, and on our, Nottingham's Robin Hood Beer Festival, Beer and Cider Festival, for those pedantic people who have to get that bit in. Although I am a fan of cider, obviously. But yeah, an amazing beer festival that I think now is at its best location, with it being at the cricket ground. I think it's actually, there are a few tweaks that should have been done last year. Actually, you didn't even know one lot of bars were there because no bloody signs. You had to, yeah, there should have been signs, but other than that, it was a decent beer festival. Around the edge and underneath the Oda cricket ground, although I think it could go further, and I'd love to see more breweries come back into the fold. Thornbridge always used to be part of that, and Dancing Duck as well. There are breweries that want there, that should be there, and there are up and coming breweries that really need to come into it. But I know there's a cost element in all that. But anyway, that's my thoughts. What do you think? Is your part of the country the best? And for breweries and that. There's other parts of the country with lots of hype breweries. But is the rest of the breweries around? One thing's for certain, Burton-on-Trent is not the epicentre. That's for certain. Oh, Carlsberg. And that's it for this beer of Wraggy. Always controversial. Always want to stir the old raggy pot. Cheers, all.